on Divorce Court today. Married to each other for nearly 5 years, Courtney and Hermaine claim they argue about everything. In fact, they say the only thing they can agree on is if they don't stop arguing, their marriage will end. Courtney Saunders and Hermaine Saunders have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in Divorce Court starts now.
Mr. and Mrs. Saunders, you two have been married for 4.5 years. You do not want to be married anymore. And you say you don't want to be married anymore because you argue constantly over nonsense. Ms. Saunders, why don't you tell me what are some of the subjects that come up that you argue about that you consider nonsense?
Your Honor, we argue about everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. We can argue about whether the sky is blue. I'm serious. I mean,
give me an example of an argument that I'll say, really?
Okay, about 2 weeks ago, I'm hungry, he's hungry. We're trying to figure out what we want to eat. I don't want chicken, I want burger. Well, I don't want burger, I want chicken. That's a big knockout, drag-out argument over chicken or burger. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Give me one more example, because that was pretty much nonsense. I'm going to give you that one. I understand there was something about big booty spotting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he loves big booty women. See, I'm not endowed like that in the back. So, you know, every time we go out someplace, I always catch him looking or glancing at someone with a big butt. And I always pick at him like, that's what you like? You know, I mean, it's craziness.
Is that what she says, or does she go a lot further than that when she spots you looking at a woman with a big booty?
She go a lot further than that.
She goes a lot further than that? What kind of things does she say?
Besides, that's what you like is, that's what you want me to have. I could do that. I could be like that. You want me to get some booty shots? Stuff like that.
I do.
Now, Ms. Saunders, what's the point in that? He looks at it, he sees it, and then you have to go through the same argument every time a big booty goes by. And these days, they're everywhere.
I know. Especially from the South. We in the South. That's all you see.
But why argue about it? That's what I want to know.
I feel like I'm his wife. You should like everything about me. I don't feel comfortable and confident in myself when you're not, you know, focusing on me. You focusing on every big butt you see walk by. I mean, come on now.
Now, is your head just snapping left and right as you go, go out and about, or do you stare, or do you just glance?
I just glance. I
catch him like this.
Looking right at it.
Yeah.
And if you know it's going to excite her like that, what do you do that for? I mean, just kind of like, be cool.
I think she be looking harder than me, actually.
Really?
Yes. I actually catch her looking harder than me.
Really, Hermaine?
Like last night.
What happened last night?
Like last night, it seemed like I didn't say nothing, but normally I stop and be like, oh, you looking at that woman harder than
No, because I caught him looking at some women. That's what happened.
You caught him looking at some women last night, so you got mad at him?
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, we're in a different place. So, I mean, you know, I'm looking at him, and he's looking like this right here. And I'm like, well, dog, what are you looking at so?
That is not true.
Tell me what happens about the shoes in the middle of the floor.
Judge, that's a classic example of me telling him something about himself that he don't want to hear, and he always flips it back on me. Like, it's as simple as that. Hermaine, can you pick your shoes up? Because I'm clumsy, and I fall over everything. He leaves everything around every place, and I'm constantly picking up after him. So all I say is, can you pick your stuff up? Oh, you don't ever pick your stuff up. You don't do this, you don't do that. Everything is always deflected from what he's supposed to do.
Now, Mr. Saunders, do you leave your stuff all over?
I have a bad habit of doing that.
Yeah. Do you understand? Do you agree she's clumsy?
Yes, very.
Yeah, very clumsy. Very. Do you understand her request they pick some stuff up so I don't fall and break my neck?
I do pick it up. I do.
But what you do when you pick it up, though?
What do you fuss?
No, I just put it back, and sometimes I get back at her.
Hermaine, come on now. Tell the truth. They call you truth.
Ms. Saunders.
Tell the truth.
Sometimes I get right back at her because she do the same thing.
No, that's not the case.
Mr. Saunders, what happened to your wedding photos?
I ripped them up.
You ripped them up? Mr. Saunders, why do you think he ripped them up?
He ripped them up because we got into another argument.
About? My
family and his family. We don't get along with each other's families.
You don't get along with each other?
No.
Exactly.
We don't.
So what is your main complaint about his family?
I mean, I get upset because they don't do what they're supposed to do for him. I don't like the way they treat him. In certain situations he tells me about, I get upset. And when I bring him up later on, because it's his family, then all of a sudden now he wants to get upset with me because I'm talking about his family. But you telling me this stuff. And I'm saying that because of you.
Well, why doesn't he like your family?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he don't like my family. You have to ask him, because my family don't treat him no type of way. I don't
Okay, Mr. Saunders, do you have a problem with her family?
Yes, a big problem.
And what is that problem?
They act like I'm not good enough for her.
Give me an example of something they've said or done that makes you feel that they feel that way.
I was on the phone with her family member, and she was down to me. And when I was sitting there eavesdropping at first, listening to her down me, and I was waiting for her to defend me, and she wasn't defending me at all. She was like, I mean, I know. And wasn't really saying, like, oh, he's not like that. You know, he does
Was
this,
somebody in your family bad-mouthing him over the phone, and you were just like, yeah, that's pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, what happened... I'm not saying to say I didn't defend him. I didn't defend him the way that he felt like I should defend him. Like I said, that's my family member, and they're coming to me telling me that, you know, they seen him with another girl. This is early in their marriage. So, I mean, they're coming telling me they see him with another female, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. It turned out to be a lie, but, I mean, that's my family member. I thought they was looking out for me. That's why I didn't say too much. When I found out it was a lie, I got on her about it too. It's just at the time he figures that I'm not defending him like I'm supposed to.
Right, I got you.
It wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that?
No, it was not. It was
I mean,
not
it
like
was
that.
like that.
It wasn't just over that issue.
Well, what else were they talking about?
Her family was sitting there saying stuff like, don't let him do you like that. You take care of him, you carry him. All he do is this. He talk all this trash about you. He yell at you, he curse you out, all these different things that she's not even there for to even say. But she's down on me like that, making it seem like I treat her so bad. And that's not true.
The family member said that you call her out of her name and curse at her, do you?
I don't call her out of her name.
Do you curse at her?
No.
Hermaine.
Do I?
You have.
Do I?
I do not.
Hermaine, you have.
That is a lie.
Now,
that is a lie.
I'm not going to sit here and make it seem like he just called me out my name for no reason. When we get in things, yes, he does. He really does.
It's just that you guys are in mutual conflict, and when that conflict arises, you may use some words that are inappropriate.
That's the first thing he do.
But she does too.
I do it, but that's the first thing you do.
As well.
Yeah.
Do you go there early?
Early.
No.
Okay.
That has to get really,
it has to be really get bad for you to go there.
Right.
Okay, I hear you.
Next, the shocking truth about an electrical problem gone horribly wrong. Did Hermaine's stubbornness cause the pain? Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Real people, real conflict, real judgments. Divorce Court continues.
We were talking about her family member, but you also say that she talks down to you.
She does.
Give me an example of that, or tell me about the kinds of things she says to you when she puts you down.
For example, one time we went to Myrtle Beach. I took her to Myrtle Beach for her birthday. And it was hot, and I let her stay at the bus station while I go find a hotel. I picked a bad hotel, a very bad hotel, but I didn't know where I was, so, I was just trying to get the quickest thing I could for her. We get there, and it was bad, and then she goes to bash me. You should have let me do it. You was wrong. Why you ain't wait for me? You're not doing it right. Why you did this? Why you could have just got me, and I would have picked the right one for us, and just things like that. And she's always yelling at me, like in public about stuff like this. And
about stuff you've done wrong, or
right.
that she perceives you've done wrong.
Right. I just made a mistake, but she blaming everything on me.
Okay, Ms. Saunders, does that happen? I mean, take a minute, take a deep breath, think about it. Do you pick at him when he does something wrong and get all over him?
No, I'm just basically telling him what he's doing. Hermaine don't want to own up to nothing that he does.
No,
you like to blame me for everything, Hermaine. Come on now. And then when I come at you, you act like you're not doing nothing wrong.
Ms. Saunders, talk to me.
He don't never do nothing wrong.
Let me come to that conclusion. Why don't you tell me some of the things he doesn't own up to?
Nothing. Like, we were in the house that we live in now. We were having a little bit of electrical problems, and we had to have a extension cord run from one room to the other so we can have power in that room. I'm trying to help him. He's trying to unplug it, and I guess it was shocking him or something. And I was like, well, Hermaine, why don't you just go from the other room and unplug the main socket, and then it'll stop the electric. Oh, no, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't want to let me do it. He always think I'm coming at him and trying to, control him.
Control him or hurt him.
I'm just helping him.
I'm just helping out.
I can't say nothing to him.
She's just helping you out, Mr. Saunders?
No. In that particular instance, no. She was not trying to help me out. She was just trying to run things like she always trying to run things.
Let me ask you, Mr. Saunders, think deeply now. There was electricity on and you were getting shocked.
Right.
And your wife comes into the room and suggests that maybe you disengage the cord so you won't get shocked anymore. How is that not helpful?
We had extension cords plugged up into extension cords, and the TV shocked me. So I'm thinking, if the TV shocked me, then we might don't need to touch none of these plugs because the whole thing might be messed up. That's what I was telling her. And she wanted me to lean down and unplug it with my hands. I was thinking I should get something and unplug it with my...
I told you use foot.
Hang on.
I said I was going to use my foot or use something else.
And
she
but, if electricity lights feet just as much as it lights hands, I mean, it won't know the difference.
He had on shoes with rubber soles. That's why I said, take your feet and do like that. Oh, you don't know what you're talking. You always trying to tell me how to do stuff.
That was my idea. I said I should move with my foot, either get something and pry it apart. She telling me to get down there and unplug with my hands.
But let me say this. That's a difference of opinion. That's not putting you down. It's saying, I got a suggestion for the current problem. And you could say in response, yeah, baby, but here's how I think it should be handled. You don't take it as an insult.
It's the way she says things. It's the way she says things. I talk to her just like that until she started yelling at me. You know, I start talking to her just like that. Look, I think I should do it this way. Oh, no, you shouldn't do it that way. You don't know what you're talking about. She does things like that.
No,
she always goes from 0 to 60 on me so fast. When I talk to her nice, she talked to me very nasty all the time.
Who gets nasty? Ms. Saunders, answer me. Who gets nasty? You do get nasty.
But you know I get nasty first, Your Honor, because when I'm telling him something, I'm trying to suggest something, he gets an attitude. He might not yell, but he'll get an attitude, and then I'll be like, and then I start yelling and get nasty back.
And this is my thing. She want me to listen to her, but she can never listen to me. I'm never right. In her book, I'm never right. She act like I'm a dummy or something, and I can't stand that. I never treat her like that. I always listen to her. I always listen
That's a
to her
lie.
opinion. I always let her exercise her opinion to show me that just might be the right way to go. But when it comes to me doing things, she act like I don't know what I'm doing. What I'm talking
Hypercritical.
about.
You just don't know what a
Over the
stupid
top.
idea,
Over the
over the
top.
top all the time. I get you. I hear you.
That's not true.
When Divorce Court continues, how did a flea market find bring this couple together?
Courtney and Hermaine argue a lot. Do you think couples can learn how to disagree and stay together? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court continues.
I got to say, you two just got to arguing about how it is you argue.
I tell you, it's everything.
That's what just happened here. Now, Miss Saunders, I'm going to pull you back off of this because none of this is life-altering. I got no extra women. I got no extra dudes. I got no drugs, no casino, no nothing. Usually I got all that in here. All I got is a little irritation. So I'm going to back you off today and take you to yesterday. Why don't you tell me how you met and how things were in the beginning? Mrs. Saunders, I'll start with you.
Well, we both came from the same town. We didn't grow up together or anything like that. But I came back to that town, and he just happened to be at the flea market. So I went to the flea market with my grandmother, and, you know, she introduced me to him, and we exchanged numbers under the guise of we were going to be doing music together because he raps and I sing. So, long story short, he came to my house that same day, Your Honor. I've been seeing this man's face every day since. We have never been apart since then.
Now, Mrs. Saunders, is that she got that right, did she?
She did.
She got that right. When did everybody start digging at one another? Was it a slow turn to nasty, or was there an event that triggered it?
We was in the car riding somewhere, and I asked her a question. And see, that's my thing. When I ask her questions, she hate when I ask her questions.
He asked me,
why are you
stop.
questioning me? Why are you questioning me? So this particular day, and this is just 2 weeks of knowing her, she goes to cursing me out because I asked her a simple question in front of her family member. It was so bad.
What was the question? Do you remember?
I don't know. It was about 5 years ago.
Yeah. So you can't remember that. It was so bad. What happened?
That her family member had to turn around and say, Courtney, why are you talking to him like that? He just asked you such and such.
You only knew him 2 weeks. What you fussing at him for?
Hermaine, like, he questions I had to explain everything to him. He questions everything I do. I can't go to the bathroom and come back without him asking, did you do this, did you do that? He does a million and one questions. And I don't like that. I don't like that.
Do you recall that in the car he was just asking a general question?
No, he asked for my opinion. I remember what we was talking about.
What were we talking
You
about?
asked for my opinion.
About what?
About what?
About one of his family members. It was a guy who was supposed to be related to him or something. And we saw him at the store or whatever, and we were talking, and he was like, I was picking with him. I was like, oh yeah, that's your cousin, whatever. So he didn't want to claim that. And what happened was he asked my opinion. He was like, do you really think that's my cousin? Yeah, Hermaine, I think that's your cousin. That ain't my cousin. That ain't my cousin. So I'm looking at him like, why are you getting nasty with me? So my family member caught the back end of that. She didn't catch what was going on to start.
Why do you care whether or not it was
He
his
asked
cousin?
me though. He asked me first.
Yeah, but it doesn't even matter.
Well, he asked me first.
You know what I'm saying? Every time
Why
I ask her
didn't
a
you run
question.
then? What's the matter?
I don't know.
Holy cow!
Judge Lynn Toler's ruling next. Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toler's ruling right now.
I am going to ever so gently lift my eyes and look up at the person who I believe is at the bottom of this problem.
I told you.
Now, Ms. Saunders, here's what I got to say to you. Number one, you never go global in an argument. In other words, you can argue about the issue, but you cannot pull someone's character or ability or an overall statement about who or what they are into an argument about a thing. Do you see? Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? And there's never any reason to get excited about any of the things that you get excited about, and you contend in agreement with him that you're always the first one to pop. Are you not?
Yes, but like I said, it's just what he does. I can't.
But then what you need to do, instead of globalizing it's just what he does, is you need to specify what the particular irritation is at that moment.
I can't do that with him either.
You don't know how.
I can't do that
You
with
don't know how. You know why you don't know how?
No.
Because you don't listen. You're all full of what you think. I'm over here dropping what I think may not be great wisdom, but some wisdom, but you're still arguing with me about it. Do you see? Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you feel me? Do you understand me?
Yes.
Yeah. You want $200 from this man for some reason or another. What is it?
Because he tore up my pictures and the license. I just found out the license was with it, too.
You tore up the pictures. Now, I'm going to have to fuss at you. Tearing stuff up, what does that do for you?
It makes me feel better.
Yeah, it expresses your frustration. It solves nothing and gives you a whole nother set of problems. Now you don't have pictures of your wedding. Now, if you need your marriage license for something, you got to go pay the county their little $6 or whatever it is they want, probably $50 these days, who knows, to get that back. You caused yourself more harm on the back end than just, that 30 seconds of feel good when you rip that stuff up. That's childish. You got to pay for stupidity. And at this juncture, your stupidity cost you $200. It is so ordered.
Courtney and Hermaine agree with the judge that they argue over nonsense and will try to speak calmly with each other. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court.